What's going on, guys? It's Patrick here, and today we are back at it again with another top 5. Now, in this episode, I wanted to go over the top 5 new DLC weapons in Zetsbuou no Shima. With the release of DLC 2, Treyarch has introduced a lot of new guns to zombies, and I thought it'd be worthwhile to make a video just talking about the best. So, let's get into it. Now, coming in at our number 5 spot, this is going to be the MX Grand. And I honestly feel bad about putting this gun in this spot. Now, in multiplayer, I'm really not a fan of the weapon. And in World at War back in the day, this thing was quite the piece of junk. Really not a very good gun. I think it was like a 1-kill headshot up until round 3. But bump over to Zetsbuou no Shima, it's a 1-shot headshot until round 10. This gun is the low-key savage of Zetsbuou no Shima. Honestly, the MX Grand is so underrated and so much fun to use. Now, when you get this thing double tap and pack-a-punch it, it becomes almost rivals with the Drakon. It is so powerful to the head. And honestly, it is just a gun that is very similar to the Drakon. Something you want to use in the same sort of situation, same sort of thing, like looking down a long line of sight, like perhaps in the elevator after you do the Easter egg. It is an amazing, amazing weapon. And again, I feel bad about putting it in at our number 5 spot, but the problem with it is it's just not viable for what Zetsbuou no Shima is. It's just a very close quarters, turn around, sprint, run kind of map, and this gun just doesn't fit. So it's an amazing gun, but it was put into the wrong map, and it comes in at number 5. Now, coming in at our number 4 spot, this is going to be the Razorback. So what makes the Razorback a good weapon? Well, the Razorback is light, powerful, and honestly just really fun to use. I don't know what it is about this gun, but I really do enjoy the Razorback. And the only problem that I've had with it so far is I feel like it's got a little bit less as much ammo as it should. Yes, it's a very good gun, but honestly I think it could just do with a little bit upgrade in the ammo range. I'm sure Treyarch probably wouldn't do that, and they planned it the way it is, but honestly, overall, it's a very cool gun. My only complaints with this gun, though, is that it just seems like every other gun, like an ICR and HVK. It really can easily be replaced by those weapons, and that's why it's not that great. Now, I would actually probably rather use the MX Grand just because I think it's more fun, but there's no denying that the Razorback is better. I mean, it's just a much more versatile gun, very good for taking out the Thrashers, and hey, comes in at number 4. Now we're gonna drop down to our number 3 spot, but this is this is where it gets a little bit interesting, I'll say. The number 4 spot is going to be the HG40, or the Afterburner 2.0. I love that name, by the way, but that's not really relevant. The HG40 is an interesting gun. When I'm shooting it, I feel like I've got a piece of crap. The bullets just are so light and they don't sound light, and it's just a little tiny gun, and I feel like this isn't gonna kill zombies. This is the MP40. What does this do? And then it's amazing, and it kills everything, like, really well. And on top of all that, it's a point gun. The HG40 reminds me of the M1927, or the Tommy gun from Black Ops 2, and it is a really good gun to use. I honestly think, at my soul, at my core, deep down inside, I prefer the World at War MP40 still. There's just that little nostalgic part of me that's never gonna let go of that World at War MP40, and I don't think it's ever gonna be the same as that, and that was my favorite one. But the HG40 is honestly a completely different weapon, and it different uses. I mean, honestly, probably is technically a better gun, but it's hard to tell because you don't have double tap in World at War. It's just a little bit complicated. Regardless, the HG40 is awesome, and it's very similar to the Razorback. So you could say, well, why HG40 over Razorback? And that was the big question I had. What one is better? And I would have to say the HG40 for 2 things: ammo, and it's the way it handles is just really good for Zetsbuou no Shima. Close quarters, just hip fire. I prefer it. Comes in at number 3. Now, coming in at our number 2 spot, this is going to be the dual wield Marshals. Now, what makes these guns good? There's a lot of hype behind them, I feel like. What actually makes these guns worthy of being number 2? Well, it's pretty straightforward. They're not good at getting you points. They're not good at taking out an entire horde. They're portable, yes. They don't have a ton of ammo. Honestly, not a lot stands out about these things, except for their just sheer capability of getting zombies out of your way, which is perfect for Zetsbuou no Shima. Zetsbuou no Shima is such a close quarters map. It is very hectic. You're always looking behind you to see if there's something there. And if there is, you need to get it killed very quickly. And that is what makes these guns shine. The Marshals are not known for their liveliness, their prettiness, but they're just really good at getting zombies out of your way, which is exactly what you need. Now, they're also extremely powerful, which kind of ties into what I'm saying, but, you know, it's nothing crazy about these guns. They're just really good at killing zombies quick. Now, before we get into our number one spot, because I feel like there's going to be a whole bunch of people saying, where is that skull of Non-Stopway? Well, the skull of Non-Stopway is not really technically a gun. It's a specialist weapon, and I didn't want to include it on this list. But coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at our number one spot, it is a wonder weapon, and this may shock some people, but it's the KT-4 or the Mesamune, or Mesamune, however you want to say it. The Mesamune is a very good gun. But I feel like people don't like it because it's no bow, it's no apothecary servant, it's no thunder gun. It is not the best wonder weapon, and quite possibly one of the worst wonder weapons in Black Ops 3. And everyone's like, oh, this isn't very good. Dude, this thing is crazy. And if you don't think it's good, you're crazy. Now, it's not comparable to the Stormbow, I'll give you that. But it is still a really, really good weapon, and it is by far the best new weapon that they've introduced to Zetsbuou no Shima. It kills zombies, it kills lots of zombies. When you upgrade it, it kills even more zombies. The only real issue I have with it is the ammo. I mean, if it was the Sliquifire, which basically it's very similar to the Sliquifire, and that's what everyone likes to compare it to, it would obviously be a lot better. But it's not the Sliquifire, and it's a very interesting take on a similar idea, and I really do respect Treyarch for doing that. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's obviously the best gun. It's just very good at killing guys. High rounds, you know, round 100, it'll still kill them when your HT40 is just throwing peas at them. So, of course, this gun's gonna come in at our number one spot. Now, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, and if you did enjoy it, please feel free, and all over the place, but please feel free to leave a like. Other than that, though, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and all the good stuff. But I'll see you guys later. Peace out.